So I wanted to teach you guys a little bit about the neck and a little movement exercise to see if you can free up your neck. If you take your fingers like this, put them back here around the occipital region of your head. So I'm sitting up. So that means this kind of bottom ridge of your skull on each side, and just rub that area. You can let your head move. You can notice if you've ever had a massage, you've had a massage therapist touch you there, and they'll move their hands, and in doing so, they kind of move your head a little bit. Allow that to happen, and those muscles actually, the tension, if you go to the outsides around under your ear, you can also rub under your ear. All of those muscles connect to these jaw muscles, and so if you clench your jaw, rubbing that whole band all the way around is really helpful. But the reason I'm having you guys do this is I want you to find that area and think of almost like your head pulling back onto your fingers. Again, if you've ever had a massage, you've seen a massage therapist pull on that region when you're lying down and almost like lengthen your head up onto your spine. So see if you can find that. And from there, I want you to push very gently, not hard, a little bit with your right hand to turn your head. And come back to center. And then ever so slightly guide with the other side to go the other way. Do that a few times. So feeling the movement of your neck from the back of your neck. Just see if you can feel that. So your chin comes to chest, your head's over top of your torso, and thinking of moving from the back of your head to rotate. And now let go of your hands and see if you can keep doing that. So just kind of feeling behind you as you rotate. And notice if that feels different than what you usually do. I bet it does. Because typically what we do is we tend to move from the front of us. So do this now. Think of moving from your nose or your chin. Look right to left from your nose or your chin. Your head immediately goes out in front of your body. And that's how we tend to do things. Is we tend to think from the front, think from the back. So now play with that. Go back to getting that area. Think of moving your head from there. Just seeing what that feels like. It's really helpful. I showed you that because I want you to understand that with some of the motions that we do. I'm going to do this one with you guys. We're almost done. Coming onto all fours. Imagine you're still holding on to that spot. And see if you can be on all fours and get that same feeling. And you might find that once you're on all fours, you might find that you think of moving your head from your chin. But see if you can move your head from behind you. Just wagging your head side to side. Now from there, I'm going to take my left leg back behind me, my right leg out to the side, and again, I'm going to move from that same spot as I allow my eyes to look up toward the ceiling. But instead of just moving from my eyes or my chin or my nose, I'm thinking of moving from that point behind me. And do that one more time. So I'm going to start moving from that point and go through this little assisted side plank. Try that from the other side. So again, instead of just moving the head from the chin or the nose, thinking from back here as I reach that right leg behind me and start going through that little rotation and lift. And it's just so much easier. It feels so much more freedom and less tension. And one more time. So studying that, see if you can find it. And then come all the way back through again. Good job. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stand up again. And from a standing position, bending the knees, hands go forward onto a chair or onto a wall. And same thing, I'm thinking from moving from back here, these points that we've been talking about. So I'm going to move my head from side to side. Start looking toward the left as you elongate the left leg and reach up. And then come all the way back through, bending both knees again, and other side. So your eyes will look up to the ceiling, but I'm not thinking of moving from my eyes or from my nose or from my chin. I'm thinking really behind me. Just notice, it feels so much better. And one more time. and then come all the way back through. You can go ahead and let go, let your hands dangle, bend the knees, and roll down toward the floor. Deep breath into your back. As you exhale, roll back up one vertebra at a time until the head comes up on top of that spine again. And from a standing position, let's see if we can find that same feeling. So right back here, placing those hands behind the head again, moving gently from side to side. And you can open your eyes and look from left to right and see what that feels like. And then you can release. Good job, you guys. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for coming.